You know what? The FDA has approved, CDC has approved mixing different shots, and I've done enough reading to say that while the J&J follow-on shot is perfectly healthy and good and strong, the Pfizer is one that has been recommended to me before, and so I thought I'll try another one.
So you're traveling. Some people have had reactions after getting a booster shot. Do you have any concerns about that, and do you maybe consider waiting until after you got that?
You know, I'm very busy, as you probably know. Just an hour ago, I was at the opening of the new Steppenwolf expansion, and I'm here now with you, and we're going to be celebrating a birthday, and they wanted to be able to see my activities at the climate conference. So it's a busy day, and we've had a busy couple of weeks here, as you know, in Springfield. So this was really the first opportunity, especially for all of you, to gather with me as I got my booster. But I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned about any adverse reaction or side effect. I'll be here for 15 minutes after the shot, which is when anything might happen, typically, and then, people have had minor symptoms.
Looking at the kids being vaccinated, should school-age kids be required to be vaccinated to be in schools? I don't know if you've addressed that already, but
I guess I'd ask the doctor to come up and talk. I will just say, though, that here in Illinois, that requirement is something that would go through the legislature, as others have. We require lots of vaccinations, as you know, when kids go to school already, to make sure that kids don't get polio, to make sure they don't get measles and mumps and rubella and so on. And so if there was an approval of that, and I haven't seen that on the horizon yet, but if there were an approval of that, then that would just be another one of those vaccinations that kids get. But I'll turn it over to the doctor if she has comments.
As the governor said, of course, we have already so many vaccines that are required for school. I think, we are just looking to get the initial EUA, the emergency use authorization, hopefully everything signed off by the CDC and the director of the CDC, Dr. Walensky, this week. So I think it's premature to think about requiring those for school. We probably would want it to have the standard authorization, the biologics license application, such as what we have for Pfizer for individuals who are 18 and over. So no vaccine probably requirement at this time, but that's not probably for forever. That probably could change, much further down the line. So nothing to report today on that.
a couple of questions. It's good since you're a Catholic audience. Where you on with rescinding the mask mandates,
And machinations, yeah.
machinations. When are you going to make a decision on relaxing the mask mandate? We talked about that before.
I would just say that we're making this decision really every day. We look at the numbers. I talk to the doctors at IDPH, and especially Dr. Ezike. And what we're trying to evaluate are the hospitalization numbers, for example, increasing, decreasing, staying the same. We want them decreasing. They're not currently, just to be clear. New hospitalizations are flat. That is not a good sign. That's not what's happened in previous dips from surges. We went down for a while here, but now we've leveled out at a level that is much higher than the summer. And so the question is that just a temporary situation? Are we going to start heading downward in those numbers? So that's one thing. And then the second, of course, is the number of vaccinations. Just watching, are we actually protecting people more and more? Are they getting their first shots? Are people getting vaccinated? And are boosters widespread, particularly among older people? Because that's where we've seen breakthrough, disease has sometimes taken lives at a higher rate than in other age groups. And so we want to make sure that boosters are getting out there, especially to seniors in long-term care facilities or in nursing homes. So this is all in the mix of consideration. Most importantly, of course, just overall, if hospitalizations are heading downward, if the number of people in the hospital with COVID-19 is heading downward, that's a really good sign and means that we're getting more and more optimistic about removing indoor mask mandates outside of the schools.
Just one question I was just aware of the hospital, as you're aware now, the federal grand jury has subpoenaed records from the hospital of unauthorized vaccinations for them. What can you tell us about that, and how concerned are you about an important safety net hospital now under investigation?
Well, first of all, the IDPH provided the information that was necessary about that hospital and the vaccinations that were given by that hospital as requested by the authorities. And as far as I'm concerned, there should be a very thorough investigation, and if there was wrongdoing, we need to, find those people out and they need to be held accountable.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.